Right, the other big story we're tracking, ANC Deputy Secretary General Jesse Duarte and Treasurer General Paul Mashatile will brief the media at noon today on the latest developments in the governing party. The party's top 6 officials, we understand, met last night, and that meeting came hours after the Hawks confirmed a arrest warrant for ANC Secretary General Ace Magashule. I want to bring in now Samkele Maseko. He's live for us at Luthuli House. Samkele, a very good morning to you. What can we expect?
Well, Blaine, we expect the ANC officials, that would be the Treasurer General Paul Mashatile and the Deputy Secretary General Jesse Duarte, to outline the ANC's top 6 decisions that were taken in yesterday evening's meeting after the warrant of arrest was issued against the Secretary General of the party. Ace Magashule was going to hand himself over to law enforcement agencies on Friday morning to the Hawks Specialized Crime Investigations Unit on Friday morning at 10 o'clock. We do expect the ANC to outline their particular program. We do know that the Deputy Secretary General Jesse Duarte will be present at court on Friday to outline and to speak on behalf of the party once the Secretary General of the ANC appears at the Bloemfontein Magistrate's Court. The briefing will seemingly be virtual, but we are trying to ask the ANC to allow us to go inside the briefing. Earlier on, outside here at Luthuli House, we did engage with Dakota Lekwete, the ANC's NWC and NEC member, who did speak yesterday in Soweto, calling on ANC structures and members to remain calm so that this issue of the Secretary General can be addressed amicably and that the SG is innocent until proven guilty.
Do we know if Ace Magashule addressed this meeting yesterday, and if so, what did he say?
The SG was present in the top 6 meeting yesterday. He did present his side of the story to the ANC's top 6. He did update them on the engagements he's had with his legal team, and we do expect that the Secretary General will be making his way to Bloemfontein on Thursday in order to be able to attend court proceedings on Friday and hand himself over at 10 o'clock. But in the top 6 meeting, which was chaired by the National Chairperson Gwede Mantashe, the Secretary General of the ANC, Ace Magashule, did speak in that particular meeting, and he did present his side of the story. But, Blaine, there are political implications for this warrant of arrest for the Secretary General. Some people have predicted that you could see a mobilization campaign and factional battles in the ANC ensuing even more now that the Secretary General, Ace Magashule, has been effectively given a warrant of arrest and will be charged for fraud, corruption and money laundering on Friday.
All right, yeah, so let's just dig a little deeper with regards to the process. What are you hearing from the authorities with regards to what happens on Friday? Take us through. I understand that he needs to present himself at 10 o'clock. Take us through that process.
What will essentially happen now is that the law enforcement agencies, the National Prosecuting Authority and the investigating officer whom Ace Magashule will be handing himself over to, his legal team will be engaging with the law enforcement authorities. As of this morning, they've been engaging, and we did see the warrant of arrest and the letter that was sent by the NPA, by the Hawks rather, to the lawyers of the Secretary General of the ANC, in which they outlined the process that the SG will hand himself over at 10 o'clock on Friday morning at the Hawks offices in Bloemfontein. They also confirmed that Ace Magashule did say that he will be cooperating. If he does not cooperate, then the Hollywood style of arrest will effectively kick in, as he will effectively be someone who is not cooperating with the state and law enforcement agencies, and he will effectively be arrested by the Gov7 GTIs, like we did see with the other arrests of the asbestos implicated individuals, whose case has also been postponed earlier on this morning in the Bloemfontein Magistrate's Court. That would be the CEO of Blackhead Consulting, Edwin Sodi, and others who are implicated in this 255 million rands allegations of tender fraud when it comes to the asbestos contract in the Free State Province. But law enforcement agencies have been very lenient, if one may say, to the Secretary General of the African National Congress, Ace Magashule, in the sense that he will not be essentially arrested. He will have to hand himself over, just like Vincent Smith, just like Angelo Akritsi, who are involved in the Busasa allegations of fraud and corruption and money laundering, unlike the arrest that we've seen with other individuals, particularly public servants like your municipal managers, like your former DGs in government, particularly the one who was the DG of Human Settlements and the Department of Energy, who was also in the Free State Province in the Department of Human Settlements, who is embroiled in this tender scandal, who was arrested in KwaZulu-Natal.
Yesterday, when asked about this warrant of arrest, he said he is not worried at all and the struggle continues. That's what he said yesterday. You know him pretty well in terms of his demeanor. What are you hearing with regards to how he's handling this warrant of arrest?
Magashule yesterday wasn't his jovial self. He was visibly very infuriated. He was very angry. You could see that there was a sense of despondent from his part, particularly when he responded to questions. He was not his usual, if one may say politely, his confident self, even though many may perceive it as arrogance. He was not very confident. You saw that his facial expressions were of a very person was very if one may say, troubled and angry, even in the sense that he responded to that question which was asked, and how he responded in saying that the Daily Maverick, and in particular their journalist Peter Lua Maybach, are the first people to know of any developments, particularly surrounding him and his legal woes when it comes to issues of Estina dairy farm in the Free State province, and also when it comes to the asbestos contract. And he repeated his usual lines that he's not scared, he's a law-abiding citizen, and he will wait and see what the law enforcement agencies have in store for him. Then you've got the likes of his backers like Mzwandile Masina, the mayor of Ekurhuleni and the regional chairperson of that particular region. You've got the likes of Tony Yengeni, who've come out and said that all roads lead to Bloemfontein on Thursday and Friday, essentially where the African National Congress was born, in Bloemfontein in 1912, and that's where the SG of the ANC will be appearing at the magistrate's court in Bloem. We've also got other structures of the ANC who have seemingly come out in support of the SG. We do know that the Deputy Secretary General will be making her way to Bloemfontein as well tomorrow, as she was supposed to be meeting one of the ambassadors tomorrow as part of the ANC delegation that has now been passed through to Dakota Likhwete, the ANC's National Working Committee member and NEC member. She's going to be basically taking over the reins for the short time that the DSG has been deployed by the ANC's top six to go and watch over this particular court case or first appearance of the Secretary General, Ace Magashule, at the Bloemfontein court. We've also got the likes of MKMVA spokesperson Carl Niehaus, who've also come out in support of the SG. We are waiting to see what other structures of the African National Congress will come out in his support, but it seemingly looks like thousands and thousands of ANC members are essentially being mobilized to go to court to support the SG, just like we saw in that period leading up to the Polokwane conference in 2007, when ANC members were being mobilized by, if one may say at the time, by alliance structures of the ANC, by also the SG of the ANC. Then Kgalema Motlanthe would attend court appearances of the Deputy President then of the ANC, that would be Jacob Zuma. It does certainly look like Jesse Duarte this time around will be attending the court proceedings of the Secretary General of the ANC, Ace Magashule. It remains to be seen which other members of the National Executive Committee of the African National Congress, the various provincial structures, the various leagues will be going to court to support Magashule in this court case, which he is seemingly being brought to alongside the likes of Edwin Sodi as well, whom their case was postponed earlier on today on the virtue that Magashule will be appearing in court on Friday.
All right, it's 11:45. We'll let you go, Samkele, to set up for this briefing, which happens at 12 o'clock on point. We'll take that briefing live at 12. Samkele Maseko, appreciate your reporting.